Heck yeah, it is here. It is really, really here. Let's get into all of this. Okay, we have this little cake here for $19.99. They had this last year. Real cute little ghosties. For $14.99 we have this candlestick holder. For $14.99 we have this little plush Nomi. And we have this little gingerbread house here. It does light up with the white light. And it is $24.99 for that. For $19.99 we have these trees back here with a little black bow on top. For $19.99 we have the little pink plush ghost. For $19.99 we have the black pumpkin with the bling spider and the white light inside. Okay, we have this little pink skull on the books of magic spells. That's $16.99. We've seen all those. For $14.99 we have this little girl here. And for $16.99 we have the pumpkin house back again from last year. I love this. I was on the fence of getting this last year, so. For $7.99 they have it in the pink and black. We're seeing it in the orange and black at another store. For $12.99 you have this little Nomi here. I love his hat with the little black on black checkers. That's cute. And then we have the little Frankenstein monster gnome for $14.99. For $16.99 we have the pink pumpkin with the spiders. For $14.99 we have the pink boo ghost. For $16.99 they have this really nice tabletop piece with the metal bats. I really like this. For $14.99 we have this tabletop piece with the pumpkin and the cat. For $79.99 we have this double stack jack-o'-lanterns. It does light up. Does it work? Yeah, the white light in there. And let's see, how tall is this? This is at least 3 feet tall. Maybe a couple inches off from that on the tall side. For $16.99 we have a little skelly dinosaur. And then this was the first time I saw this one was last year. And I love how the mouth is a bat. And this is $16.99 for that. And I know last year it also came in white, so we'll see if they come out with the white one this year too. For $12.99 we have the little Skelly doll here that we saw at TJ Maxx. Still think he's adorable. For $16.99 we have these chicken feet candle holders. For $12.99 you have this little spider sitter, though it has a weighted bottom on it. For $24.99 you have this triple stack of jack-o'-lanterns. It's about 14 inches tall, and I can't remember if we've seen this one before, but I kind of want to say we have. For $24.99 they have this pumpkin house here that lights up. For $14.99 you have this little girl with a broomstick. For $24.99 you have this stack of books with a skull and it lights up red. For $29.99 they have this blow mold ghosty here. And that is probably about 2 feet tall. For $16.99 you have this little jack-o'-lantern doll here. For $16.99 we have this rainbow skelly in the flamingo float. For $14.99 we have this beautiful, colorful little girl here. She is gorgeous. Love her. For $19.99 we have this group of pastel ghosts. For $19.99 those pastel ghosties come in all white. For $24.99 you have this ghosty yardstick. For $16.99 you have this plush skelly. It's about 36 inches tall. For $16.99 you have these book stacks here with the ritual potions with the little pink skull on top, and it does light up. For $14.99 you have this word spooky here. This is probably about 16 inches long. And about 8 inches tall, 6 to 8 inches tall. For $9.99 they have this gold snake. There's no price on this one, but they do have the board skeleton on top of some books, and it does light up. For $24.99 they have this crystal ball here too. It looks like there's fairy lights inside it though, so I think it'll light up that way. And here's another pack of those shiny bright ornaments. This one is has 4 jack-o'-lanterns in it and 5 of the striped ones, and this one is also $29.99, which again, crazy. This picture here is $12.99 and it is about the same size as my hand. For $34.99 you have this phantom. It does light up, but I don't see a try me button on it at all. For $34.99 we have this big skeleton head with all the glitter and the top hat all blinged out here, and that lights up with the white light, and this is probably 2 feet tall here. For $29.99 we have the skeleton or skull tree here. It says it lights up. Oh, it does. When you have it facing front, it looks like some of the eyeballs will light up. I'm making it flicker. I can't get the thing to hold down straight, so it will hold a steady light when it's on. For $49.99 they have these candles here. They are covered in glitter. They do light up with the white light, and those are maybe just a little, maybe 2.5 feet maybe at the tallest point there at the very top. And then we have this little witch lady here. She's a bit bigger than the other ones we've seen. She's going to be $29.99. Here's another one of her friends. She is $24.99 as well. And then we have this little globe here. This is $16.99. The skeleton hands, and it has the eyeball inside. And here's another version of the witch there, $24.99. For $16.99 we have this little wedding couple here. And for $24.99 we have this really nice witch hat here. This is resin. And how tall is it? It's probably 14 inches or so tall. For $19.99 we have the wicker skull. For $8.99 we have the green ghost. For $24.99 we have the Frankenstein bust, and his eyes do light up. For $16.99 they have this beautiful ceramic jack-o'-lantern bucket by Martha. And for $19.99 they have the ceramic jack-o'-lantern pumpkin, also by Martha. Real pretty in that yellow. And then we have this little Frankenstein monster dog for $12.99. For $14.99 we have this wood block piece of a ghost. And then he has a friend here for $16.99. For $16.99 we have these 3 ghosts on a stand here. It's all wood. For $8.99 we have this little ghost here, and it is just taller than my hand, and it does light up. For $16.99 they have this beautiful piece, all wood, and the natural wood and the black with the bats. This is gorgeous. I saw it on social media before and I was like, oh, that's kind of cute, but in person it is absolutely stunning. And also for $16.99 it comes in the spider web with the spider. And for size, I'd probably say it's about 8 or 9 feet tall at the inches, 8 or 9 inches tall at the tallest points of the piece. And this one is probably about the same, probably closer to 9, maybe 10 inches tall on that one. For $14.99 they have the trick or treat sign. For $12.99 they also have the wicker spiders. For $19.99 you have the bandaged dog. For $14.99 you have the spider candlestick holders. For $14.99 you have this plush ghost here. It does have a spider web pattern on him. He's about 1 foot tall and he has a heavy weighted bottom there. For $19.99 and $16.99 you have the bat candlestick holders. Now this store has these 2 sold separately, but in the back there they have a set of 2, and it's just too, can I get this price? I can't get the price in there. For $16.99 you have this stack of books here. It says spells with the skull. The eyes do light up, and then it has the crow on top, or the raven on top. For $24.99 you have this gorgeous floral arrangement with the ceramic skull and the iridescent. Love that. That's so pretty. For $19.99 you have this cute little cat. For $14.99 you have this branchy tree with a snake around it, candelabra. That's really cool. I really like that. For For $19.99, you have this gorgeous carriage piece here. The purple flowers are stunning, but it does have glitter on it that likes to fall off, so be aware of that. Now they do have a mirror just stuck in back there, but it's too wedged in for me to get a price. But if you're looking for something, they have something like this in gold. For $19.99, you have this set of 2 candlestick holders in gold with the skeletons wrapped around them. There's another witch for $24.99. For $12.99, you have this beautiful beaded ghost here with a broomstick. This is actually really stunning. For $12.99, you have this skull with the intricate floral design all over it. For $12.99, they also have a smaller iridescent skull. It does light up. For $9.99, we have the black palm with the gold writing. $24.99, here's another witch. For $14.99, they have these disco pumpkins. These are heavy. They've got to be some kind of plaster or cement. I mean, they have good weight to them. Size-wise, it's only about 1 sideways hand tall, so they're not huge. For the diameter all the way across, maybe 6 or 8 inches across. So yeah, they're not huge, but they are definitely good quality. $14.99. For $12.99, we have these little candelabras here in metal with the spider and the spider webs. For $12.99, you have another book stack with a skull on top, and it has butterflies on top, but it's stuck in the back and I can't pull it out to show you. But there's butterflies up there. For $24.99, here's another witch. And for $24.99, here's the black and white witch. For $24.99, we have this resin witch here. She is gorgeous. Look at all that detail on her outfit and everything. She has the broom and her cape there with all that motion. Really looks like it's just fluttering behind her. That is really pretty. For $19.99, you have this set of 2 manor or Moonlight Manor candles. They have faces on them and they're on gold pedestals. For $12.99, they have these nice metal bat garland here. For $34.99, they have a grumpy face pumpkin. It's a good size. I want to say, yeah, maybe about 14, 16 inches tall, including the stem. For $29.99, they have a dancing Jack Skellington. And then they have that tree in the orange, white, and black. We saw it earlier in like the purples. So that's the one we saw before. And then they also have it in the black, white, and orange. And again, these are $19.99. And I know we saw Cookie Monster and Oscar the Grouch before, so now we're seeing Elmo, and Elmo is $29.99. And for $24.99, we have Zero here as well. For $16.99, you have the plush couple of the candy corn. For $14.99, you have this metal jack-o'-lantern pumpkin here. It's about 2 hands tall there. It does have the candle inside that lights up. For $24.99, the ghost candelabra is back. So you can put candles in those. I know this has been a highly sought after item for the past few years. So good news is it's back again. And for $16.99, we have the spooky little ghosts here in the pumpkins. And for $34.99, we have Jack in a jack-o'-lantern, and it is animated, but the switch isn't working. For $24.99, they have Maleficent. That is cool. You see, you can kind of see by my hand here. Let's see, how tall is she? She is 1 hand and maybe 3/4, 1 3/4 hands. How tall are you really? Under a foot, maybe 11 inches tall or so, but she's awesome. And then they also have Jack and Sally. So Jack is going to be $19.99, and Sally, I'm guessing, is the same. $24.99 for Sally. Actually, they have 2 versions of Sally. Let me get the other. So here's the other version of Sally. Now she is $19.99, and then she is $24.99. Prices are weird this year, you guys. Weird. This jack-o'-lantern is massive. It does light up. There, you can see that it changes colors. But it's huge. I mean, that's my hand right here. You can kind of see it's just ginormous. And the prices, of course, on the bottom. So I don't know what to tell you. If you're looking for this, it's out there. It's massive, and the price is unknown. For $24.99, we have this Boo Ghosty here, and he does look like his legs extend. And for $19.99, we have this plush little ghosty here, and he has a weighted bottom as well, and he's probably about 16 inches tall. For $19.99, we have this water globe of Jack, and it does have orange and black glitter in there, and it's a music box, so hang on. For $16.99, we have Vampire Snoopy on a jack-o'-lantern. And for $34.99, we have an animated Stitch and a jack-o'-lantern. For $49.99, they have this stool. For $79.99, they have this set of 3 ghosts. So it's a set of 3, 6 foot, 4 foot, and 2.5 foot. And it's, you know, the ghost that we've been seeing everywhere. And it lights up like that. They're gonna look like that. And for $29.99, they have an individual one that's holding a broom, and it does light up. For $14.99, they have this set of 3 bats here in wood and metal. That's wall decor, so it will hang up like that. And for $14.99, they have a set of 3 all metal ones as well. And for $19.99, they have these skeletons here. You have all lime green. You have the ombre that goes from pink to lime green, and then you have the pink flocked. They all light up in the eyes, but none of them are working right now. For $24.99, they have this trick or treat sign on a broom. It's about 3 feet tall. Also for $24.99, they have this broom here. It has a zigzag handle. It's more tailored of the broom part of it, and it's probably closer to 4 feet in height. And for $79.99, they have this piece here. It is somewhere between 3.5 and 4 feet tall. And it's honestly one of the very few pieces, larger pieces that I've seen in many years that I'm actually considering getting, because it just matches my decor so well. So that's why it's in the cart, but I haven't quite decided yet. For $29.99, we got another lumbar pillow here in that sweater fabric. It does have a removable cover. This is so soft. I love the colors on this too. And then they also have for $24.99 the cowboy and girl version of the skellies here. And this is probably closer to a 22 by 22 size. And again, it does have a removable cover. For $29.99, they have this lumbar pillow here in that Barefoot Dreams type of fabric here. And this one does have a removable cover too, which is nice. And then in that sweater material, we have this one. That's $24.99 for that one too. And $24.99 for this one too. And I don't know if you can see it, but it actually has like a glitter thread that runs through it, which is kind of fun. And for $24.99, this is a lumbar as well. It's just slightly smaller than like this one, but it has that kind of velour fabric to it. And then the sweater material is on the pumpkin and the ghost there. And it also has a removable cover. And $24.99, we have this one here. Again, that's going to be a 24 by 24. And then they have one here with the skelly and the drink. So I love that they have all these different options and that they all have these removable covers. That is just making me so happy. For $29.99, we have this vampire teeth blanket here, really soft. I am noticing that all of the pillows and blankets have gone up. Like last year, they were more $19.99 and $24.99, and now this year they're more $24.99 and $29.99, which is unfortunate, but that's what I'm seeing. So $29.99, we have this ghosty blanket here. For $29.99, we have this blanket here. It's more of that gauzy material. For $29.99, we have this nice sage green blanket with the ghosties and the pumpkins. For $19.99, you have this faux fur blanket with the cat hood on it. For $39.99, we have this set of 2. They are 60 by 70. So you have the gray one with the jack-o'-lanterns and snakes and skulls and mushrooms and ghosts and eyeballs and bow ties with skulls on them and all sorts of things. And then you have all those characters, basically the same print, but in pink. For $29.99, you have the black blanket with the white stars and moons. It has moons on it too. Just a lot of stars and a few moons. And then they have this ghosty one here. It's gonna look like that. This is $29.99, 50 by 70. I do like the little fringe on the end here. And it looks like it is reversible as well. And kind of that same supplier, same brand with the fringe and the reversible. You have this design. It's going to be the same price, $29.99. This is adorable. This is $19.99, and it's just a little pillow here with all the beading on it. For $29.99, they have this 90 by 90 blanket here. It looks like you have a bunch of picture frames with all of the different monsters in them. So you got Dracula, you got a mummy, there's a witch. I know I saw Frankenstein's monster on here somewhere. Maybe there's the bride, so he's got to be on here somewhere too. So that's super cute. And then they have this one here too. It's also a 90 by 90, but there's no price on it, so don't know what to tell you. But again, it has a bunch of picture frames on it, more of kind of a vintage look to it. Has cats and skulls and spider webs, and you can kind of see the coloring a little bit better on that. Second one has jack-o'-lanterns and moths and things on it. I thought this one was really pretty, but unfortunately neither of them have a price on them. For $24.99, they have this pillow here. This one is probably about a 22 tall by like a 26 long. It's a larger lumbar pillow. This one is marked $50, $49.99. It's probably a 24 by 24 pillow. It does have the removable cover. It is two-sided, so you got this ghosty print on both sides, but it's $50, you guys. $50 for a ghost pillow. Yeah, let that sit in. Wow. For $24.99, I don't know what kind of pillow this is called. It's really long and narrow. Is this still called a lumbar pillow? Just a different type of lumbar pillow? I don't know. Look cute across a bed or something like that, I think. Anyway, $24.99. It's here and it's cute. Okay, and that ghosty blanket that we saw earlier also comes in neutral and pink. So that's $29.99, and that's 50 by 70. And then, oh my goodness, the flamingos are back. You guys, I passed on it before. Do I pass on it again? It's $19.99. What do I do? This one is not reversible like the other one that we saw. Where were we? Marshall's or TJ Maxx when we saw this? This is just a regular plain Jane style throw blanket with a print on just the one side, and like that's the back of it. So we've seen that every year, but it's the spooky flamingos. And for $19.99, they have all of the dogs going trick-or-treating in all of their costumes. That is really cute. And for $29.99, they have this faux fur blanket here in the pink with all of the Halloween things. You got beverages and pumpkins and bats and skulls and owls. Okay, this is $29.99, and it's probably a 22 by 22, and it does have the removable cover on it. For $19.99, we have the ghosty dressed up as a vampire here. And for $24.99, we have this candy corn looking jack-o'-lantern pillow. It's flat, so it's not one of those really round like a ball type of pillows, so it's a little flatter, more like a pillow. For $29.99, they have this other pillow here. It's like that Barefoot Dreams fabric, so it's super cute. It's just in black, like a lumbar style. And for $29.99, they have this lumbar pillow here with the orange tassels. It is more of a canvas material on the whole pillow. And then this is a stitched ghost here and the snakes as well. So it's cute. And no removable, oh wait, it does have a removable cover in the back here. Okay, we've got a few more kitchen towels here. This is $8.99. It is a set of two, and they're both the same. It's that gauze fabric. For For $12.99, you get a set of 2, and they're both the same with this cat picture on it. Also for $8.99 in that gauze fabric are these nice pink ones with the witch hats and the brooms on it and the bows. For $12.99, you have this 3-pack. So you get the cat, you get a ghost, and a solid black one in the middle. For $9.99, you get a 2-pack, and they're the same with this little ghost. For $9.99, you get a 3-pack. So you get 2 of the same of this one, and then a solid black one in the center. For $9.99, you get a 2-pack, and they're both the same with this ghost. For $8.99, there's another 2-pack of the gauze towels with all the branchy trees and the haunted houses. And then they also have the pattern here with the black cats and the spider webs and jack-o'-lanterns and pumpkins. And they also have the pattern here, has a little more color to it with kind of more of like a garden theme. The ghosts playing outside, doing all the outdoor activities. For $12.99, you get a 3-pack. You get 2 of the same printed one, and the middle one is a black and white ticking stripe, and this one has all of the dogs riding on their broomsticks. So cute. For $12.99, you get this 3-pack here. You get 2 of the same printed one, and the middle one is like a black and white gingham plaid. And then for the same price, you get a 3-pack, and then the 2 of the same printed one, and the middle one is just, I think, solid orange. Yeah, that one, I like that one. For $16.99, they have a set of 4 shot glasses that have the skull icon on them. For $29.99, they have the mantle scarf out with the ghosts, and it's gonna look like that. And for $19.99, they have this table runner here, and if you can tell, it has that thread going through it, all over it, that looks like glitter, and that's the image there. I think that is really cool. For $19.99, they have this table runner here. Love the fringe on the edges. For $24.99, they have this table runner here, the bride and groom. For $19.99, they have this one here. For $24.99, they have this mantle scarf here, and these pumpkins have a velvet texture to them, and it's gonna look like that. For $12.99, they have this beaded placemat here with the ghost in the bat. That's really pretty. For $19.99, they have this tablecloth here. It is a size 60 by 84 oblong. For $24.99, they have this one here. It's a 60 by 120 inch oblong. It's gonna look like that when it's out. You can't really see that pattern so well just by looking at the material. For $29.99, they have this kind of centerpiece table runner here with the 3 sections of the spider webs and spiders and all the beading. And the eyeball is back for this year. This is $29.99. You can use it as a vase, as a utensil crock, as a candy bowl, however you want. But he's back for you. We also have this piece here. This is $19.99. It's a blue sky pumpkin. I just love his little face. It's so cute. I'm seeing a new mug here. We've got all of the spooky drinks. That's going to be $5.99. And then I think we have a Winnie the Pooh one too. So we got Tigger and Piglet and Eeyore. The whole gang's here. And then Pooh is hanging on the inside. This is $9.99 for this one. That's adorable. For $14.99, we have a new set of Rae Dunn measuring cups here that I'm seeing. Yeah, so you have the ghost, the witch hat, the crow or raven, and the cauldron. And for $5.99, we have this mug here with all of the jack-o'-lanterns. That is just classic Halloween. Love that. And for $69.99, they have this decanter set. There, hopefully the glare is not too bad for you. And for $5.99 each, they have these 2 different mugs here. These are, you can kind of tell the size comparison here. They're the taller of the mugs that we see every year. So they have this one here that says trick or treat. Actually, they both say trick or treat, just have different pictures on them. For $12.99, they have these glass plates with the bat icon on them. They're the size of a dinner plate, but maybe a hair smaller than that. I've never seen the icon look on a plate before, so I wonder if we're going to get different little characters in icon plates this year. That'd be kind of cool. For $29.99, they have this new, at least new to me, cake here in all the pastels. You got the jack-o'-lanterns and candy corn and ghosts and little ghosty little whip pieces and the topper there. That is cute. That's probably about 1.5 feet tall or so. For $12.99, I don't think we've seen this smaller jack-o'-lantern pineapple. It does light up, has the white light, and it's a little bit bigger than my hand, kind of similar size to this other one that we saw before. For $69.99, they also have the Frankenstein monster stool here, very cute. And for $49.99, they have these two larger dolls here. You got the Frankenstein monster and the Skelly kind of behind him there. They're tucked in there, so I don't want to pull them out, but they're probably 4 feet tall or long for those. And for $14.99, you have the eyeball garland. There you go. So it's going to look like that there. All the different color eyeballs. Okay, while I was looking at the other side of this store, they put out even more. So we have this little girl here. She is going to be $14.99 with the big long dangly legs. And for $14.99, we have the black swan. And for $49.99, they have this stack of 4 jack-o'-lanterns here, and it does light up. I'll try and do that in a second. And it's probably close to 3 feet tall, maybe just a little bit less. Okay, I can't get it to light up because it does need batteries. There's no try me button or anything like that. Okay, and I think we saw the blue one at another store, but now I'm seeing it in green as well. These are $16.99, and they're the glazed terracotta jack-o'-lanterns. They're really gorgeous. And for $14.99, they have this wood block vampire. It's about the same size as my hand. It's really cool. There's a bat one that I'm on the hunt for that's the same size, kind of that same look, but it's just a black bat. Would love to find that. For $19.99, they have this wicker basket with a jack-o'-lantern here. You could use this as a candy bowl, or you could put a plant in it. You can use it for whatever you want. Hopefully that it's a little bit taller than my hand here, and I'd say it's about 1 foot across at the widest. It's a good size. Definitely it'd be perfect candy dish. For $5.99, they have this set of 4 little appetizer plates. They are all of the tarot card psychic reading genre. So I don't know if you can see that so well, but those are going to be the different pictures of them. For $3.99, you have the icon glasses, but these are plastic. For $5.99, you have these little dessert bowls or condiment bowls here with the black bows on them, which can definitely lean into Halloween. They actually put it all with the Halloween stuff they're setting out here. So that would be a cute addition. And then in that pattern, they also have the dinner plates here. And the set of 4 is going to be $12.99 for those, and these are melamine. And then they have the bowls, $8.99 for the set of 4 bowls. And then they have the salad plate, $8.99 for the set of 4 of those. For $300, $299.99, they have probably an 8-foot skeleton here as well. And then they have these cute little wood cutout pieces that you can have kids take pictures with. These are going to be $34.99 each. Here's another skeleton. This one is $99.99 as well, and it is posable. And for $159.99, they have this brown breaker here. So $160 for this one.